Guys, welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I'm your host, Alex Whiteley, and joined with me today are my trusty co-hosts, Julie.
Yo, hi.
And Deedee.
Hiya.
Yeah, how's it going? This episode is sponsored by our friends, Gin Different. Thank you for the sponsorship. And if you're a gin lover, or if you're on the fence, want to try it out, make sure you pop to their bar at the Market Hall. It's upstairs, and just give them a try out, because I've tried some great gin drinks from there, and I'm not a big gin guy. I'm kind of more of a beer, whiskey kind of guy, but I liked it. It was quite cool. And those obscure bottles of gin that you quite fancy trying, if you can't get it from Asda, Tesco, whatever, give them a shout at Gin Different, and they will find it for you. And you'll see them pop up at festivals and events and things like that, because they got the pop-up bar. Check for them on Facebook, look for them on Instagram, but give them a follow. That's Gin Different. And of course, this episode is brought to you in Biscuit Studios at the Parade Shopping Centre. If you've not really popped in here before, make sure you do. It's a rainy day today as we're recording, so it's inside. You can have a look around. There's lots of golden little finds you can get here. It's like a treasure trove of interesting shops. Anyway, housework out of the way. Today we are joined by a superstar, I believe, and that's Mark Fielden, and he is the guy that organises Chords Crush Cancer. How's it going, Mark? You okay?
Good afternoon. Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, that's good to finally get you on. I know you're a busy guy. You got lots going on. You've done an interview today already, haven't you?
I have, yes. I've just been with Shropshire Magazine. So first interview, then over to see you guys here. So
yeah, have you got much more planned? Because it's getting quite close now, isn't it?
It is, yes. Not long to go. A few weeks. We've got an interview with Radio Shropshire coming up, and hopefully get some more local press on board, ready for the big event.
Biscuit before the BBC. I like that. That's
absolutely.
I shouldn't press that button too much, will I? Because the BBC will come in here and be like, "What did you say?"
You'll get Jim in here.
Yeah, Jim Hawkins.
What did you say last time we interviewed?
He'd be like, you've been saying stuff about the BBC. Like, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. I really want to talk about what you're doing, because I think it's an amazing event, and it was a little event to start off with, but it's blown up, hasn't it?
Yes, certainly has. Yeah, it started off as a one-off event. Back in 2016, and the intention was just to do that one event, but it proved to be so popular that events 2 and 3 followed, and we continued to carry on the event after my mother passed away, and our target is to raise £10,000 for Lingen Davies, and hopefully this next event will take us past that magical figure.
Well, I hope so. I really do hope so. Let's start off finding out a bit about you. So are you from Shrewsbury originally?
Yes, Shrewsbury, born and bred.
Yeah.
Raised in Radbrook, went to the Priory School, then moved on to Shrewsbury Sixth Form, went to university in Wolverhampton, but remained in Shrewsbury and lived here all my life.
So you chose not to test other waters, and you stayed?
Yes, yeah. Most of my lectures were over at the Telford campus, so it was a commute to Telford rather than moving away to university.
Yeah, I do that every day. I work in Telford. It's not too bad,
No, it's
when
not.
the traffic's at a standstill, and I remember being stuck in a traffic jam for an hour once, and I was like, "What? I need a wee."
It's about sussing out the back ways now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what do you actually do then? You for a living?
In terms of employment, I work for Home Bargains, based in the Darwin Shopping Centre. Been there for just over 6 months now. Before that, I worked for Wilko. Before that, the biggest part of my life was Toys R Us. I was a Toys R Us kid for 22 years.
That's a sad moment when that went.
Yes.
A lot of memories there.
Yeah. I think that goes to show that if Toys R Us can go, anything can go, really. Cause it's an
definitely.
institution.
Well, I know. I was up there the other day, actually, and I saw all the building work, and if I'm right, there's a Home Bargains going there, isn't there?
You are right indeed,
yes. Also.
Does that mean they're going to close one, or are we going to have 3 Home Bargains?
We're going to have 3, yeah.
And that's going to be a big one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, huge building.
George, you can't say no to a Home Bargains, though, can you?
You can't.
No.
I was in Home Bargains the other day. I thought I'll have a look because I'm doing. It's the K word coming again. I'm doing the keto diet.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I thought I would go in and just look for options. Like you do. I was just looking around, but all I saw was sweets and crisps, and it was like. it's like a horror scene. I was like,
You just need to move it to a different aisle, Alex.
Yeah,
That's all you need to
Yeah,
do.
so just don't go down those aisles.
stay on the health and beauty and the toy aisle. I can't go anywhere else. But that's how I first saw you. The first time I ever saw you.
That's
I
right.
wandered
Yes.
in, and you came and said hello to me. I was like, "How's it going? You're right." And I was like, who's that? And then it's only when I went home and checked back on my face, I was
Yes,
like, oh, it's
that's
the Chords
right,
Crush
yeah.
Cancer guy. You know?
Yeah. That's how we first met.
That is. Hopefully we'll have a few more meetings. We're going to be at the event. It's at the 7th, isn't it?
8th.
8th, that's
Yeah,
it. That's what I
Saturday
remember.
the 8th of February from 7 p.m.
Yeah, we're going to start the Inn on the Green.
In on the Green in Radbrook, yes.
We're going to be there. We're going to bring some
Excellent.
microphones, speak to some people. Okay, so I've got some explaining to do. I was going to bring something for your auction, but I can't now because what happened is we did Comic Salopia earlier in the year, and I got a copy of my Shrewsbury signed by some, like Charlie Adlard, Chip Kidd, everybody that was there. Frank Whiteley, got all these amazing signatures on there. And it's meant to be for Shane. Not for Shane. Shane, you're not having it. It's for It was for Share, which is Jane McKenzie's charity. And it kind of all died out. And I didn't know how to auction this thing off to get the most money for it. So it sat in my house. So I was kind of like, I need to do something with it. So I was going to bring that. And then I got chatting with Jane the other day. I was like, no, let's stick to the plan. Let's give it to Jane and raise some money for Share. So maybe we can come up with some sort of podcast experience or something that's
imagine that, yeah.
Offer that out to somebody.
make someone a star for the day. I don't know, that'd be quite cool. I just want to contribute, apart from selling ourselves, there's not much else.
Well, unless we can find something else, we could. There's plenty of people out there listening to this that.
What will happen? He'll message us at 3:00 in the morning with an idea.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Guys, what about this?
That's usually what happens. If I have an idea in the middle of the night, I've got to
lovely.
write this thing down and tell
Have you
everyone.
had people coming forward with things for like auctions and that for you?
Yes, yeah, we have, both
sort of what sort of
locally and nationally.
Oh, really?
The biggest one, in my opinion, this year we have Chris Ramsey supporting us, so the comedian and star of Strictly Come Dancing.
Yes.
He's donated tickets to his new comedy show, which is going to be at Theatre 7 later this year.
Oh, okay.
And we've also got things from Manchester United. We've got skydiving, bungee jumps, holiday vouchers, brewery tours, golf experiences, spa days, the log cabin stay with a hot tub worth over £200. And we've also got festival tickets to Camp Bestival, which, if you work out the total of those, it's near £400 worth of prize.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
we've
very
got a
good,
tremendous
those.
amount
That's a
of,
lot,
of
isn't it?
prizes for both the auction and also
You got
the
some
raffle.
Monopoly as well.
I have got a Shrewsbury Monopoly, yes.
Yeah.
That was direct from the manufacturers, which we're
Yeah.
very grateful to them for as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We'll get into kind of how you're giving them away in a sec. We're going to talk about how you do that, but let's talk about where it began. Well, I mean, I know the story, and it's kind of it's heart wrenching, but let's talk about it.
Yeah, no problem at all. So, mother was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2015. Tremendously looked after by the very, very caring staff at the Shrewsbury Hospital. Lingen Davies is based at the Shrewsbury Hospital, so that was the obvious choice for me when I decided that I wanted to give something back, so to speak.
So thank you for the care. Sort of
Yes,
thing, yeah.
most definitely. My friends are very, very good and talented musicians, so I approached them. They said they'd play for free, and the event was born. That first event took place in 2016. Again, as I mentioned, it was meant to be a one-off event. We raised well over £1,000 on that night, and we decided to keep it going. So the following year, mother was still alive she was helping fold the raffle tickets and give out the prizes. And after that, sadly, she passed away. And discussions with my father and my two sisters, we decided that we would carry on in her memory. And here we are approaching our fifth event in sight of raising £10,000 for Lingen Davies Cancer Fund, which is a tremendous amount of money.
How much have you raised so far? Sorry, Alex.
No problem. So far, we've raised £7,776, 7776.
Wow, so you're not far off that target then, really?
No, not far at all. Our last event, we raised over £2,500. So that was last year. So if we can get anywhere near that, then we'll be in touching distance of our £10,000 target.
Have you always? Is this always set at the Inn on the Green? Has it always been there, or
every event bar one? We did have one at the Red Barn. That was when the Inn on the Green changed ownership.
Okay.
So we went to the Red Barn, but the Inn on the Green's recently been refurbed. The landlady is very supportive of us. She kind of just hands the pub to me and says, "You do what you want, and we'll accommodate it." So we're very, very grateful to her.
She's the auntie of my friend Steve. So I know
right, yeah. She's very, very accommodating, and we are very grateful to her for giving us the venue, so to speak.
It's quite a cool venue, especially like with your venue. There's lots going on outside and stuff, and they've got those little hobbit hole things.
Yes, they have in the beer garden. It's a good venue because it's open plan, so we can fit the bands and the musicians in one end, and there's a lot of space for everyone else to get up and have a dance. But equally, the other people who want to come and sit down and enjoy the music and just relax, we accommodate for them as well.
Yeah. With the other events that you've done,
yes,
have you had as much build-up in terms of promotion, or do you think there's more happening now to this one?
I think there's the last year and this year have been more promotion as the events grown in sort of stature, and the prizes that we're getting are bigger and better every year. I started planning this event in August, for example.
Wow, okay.
Sending out the emails to get the prizes on board.
Yep.
And then sort of takes over your life for a little bit. But yeah, in terms of promotion, it's probably the biggest we've had so far.
Cool. So hopefully that'll help that target go up more and more, because the more people might know about it. Yeah. And the more people will actually turn up on the event. I mean, I've not been to that pub, but how many does it hold?
Probably a couple of hundred, maybe.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good size.
Yeah.
It's a good size, yeah.
Yeah, and there's lots of room outside as well. Hopefully we get the weather on your side.
Yeah, so that would be nice. Yeah.
You just want a nice, as long as it's dry.
Nice dry evening would be great for us to kick us off. Yeah.
Do you do any events sort of halfway through the year, smaller events or anything? Or is it just this one every year?
Just the one every year. We sort of tie it in February, because February also hosts World Cancer Day. Yeah. So we try and tie it in with World Cancer Day, and that's the reason we picked February when we first started out. In terms of, we've thought about doing a summer event, but I like the idea of tying it in with the World Cancer Day, and that's why we have it in February.
Yeah. I love your event, and the reason why I love it is the passion behind it. You know, you love this event, and you love doing it. Yeah. Because we're friends on Facebook and the Chords Crush. Obviously, there's the feed there as well. But all I see is you with people shaking hands and going out and intricately planning things, and I love that about you. I love that.
Thank you.
Because you're not doing this for you. You're doing it for other people. You'll want to make sure that this is right, and I think it's really. You know.
It's a big thing, really, for me. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I suppose, but we like to make sure the event is well publicised, but also that it comes across as a professional event. Yeah. So right from our poster designs to the little pens that you've all got in front of you.
Yes, thank you.
Amazing pens. And what I'm playing with right now is a cheap little stylus I had attached to my tablet that I design all my posters with. It's going to go in my bag because your pen.
I've already seen these new ones sticking on the side of the iPad.
Well, I was going to say the pens are actually nice. It's like my pen that I came with is actually quite nice. It's the Ted Baker one, but actually yours is better than my Ted Baker. And it's quite disappointing, that is, really.
There we go.
How much money you spend on them.
I've got a rubbishy one.
So yeah, just touching on what you said. So everything from our poster design right the way through to our presence on social media, we like to make it as professional as possible, so that the big guns kind of support us and in a hope of raising as much money as possible.
So talking about the journey you've been on since you first started doing this, I imagine when you started doing this, you've made some friends along the way, I imagine. You know, sort of people that keep coming back to you, people that you keep meeting along the way. What's that been like?
It's put me in touch with quite a few people, not just face to face, over social media as well. People recognise who we are now and what we're about and what we're trying to achieve. the musicians have been fantastic. I did know them beforehand, but them giving up their time free of charge to support us. One of the guys used to fly over from Dublin. He played regularly on the Temple Bar circuit in Dublin.
Wow.
He's relocated to the UK now, but he'll be with us again. But we do have 6 people flying over from Dublin this year to support us. They came last year, really enjoyed it, and they're coming back again.
That's amazing.
So
That's amazing.
We're looking forward to.
What made you decide
them.
to go down like this whole? Because obviously, Chords of Cancer. What made you go down the music route side of it?
Just the connection with my friends.
Yeah.
Really. The one guy was based in Dublin, as I said, and we used to go over and watch him perform. He's got such a great voice. He's so talented. So it's my connections, and I knew that I could get them to play for free.
Because music's such a powerful thing, isn't it, really? It really affects people's emotions depending on what you're listening to.
Yeah, definitely.
So when I heard about it, I thought it's a fantastic idea because, you love music, don't you?
I do. Music is my life.
It is. It's a brilliant thing. And having something like that, I think it kind of like draws people in so much more to get involved.
Yeah, no, I really agree with you. People connect with music in different ways, be it happy times, sad times, remembering people. Mm-hmm. And also people have said to us that they remember our event because of certain musicians and music that's been played at them, and it relates to them. And if we can provide a support in their times of need via our event, then
get on those heartstrings.
That puts a massive smile on our face. Yeah.
So how did the name Chords Crush Cancer 5 come about?
That's a great question. The name, firstly, it's the 5th event. That's why the number 5 is there. Our name came from mother had cancer. So I wanted to tie that in with the name.
Yeah.
And then the music side, musical chords.
Yep.
So that is where the chords, and then they crush the cancer, hopefully.
So like kicking cancer's butt type thing. And What a good play on words to get that.
That's where the name came from.
It's a good name. It's a really good name.
It reminds me of the Steve Amell F cancer thing that he started. That went big, didn't it? The F cancer thing.
Yeah. So that's where the name came from, and I like to think it sticks in people's minds.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Certainly getting the name out there.
Yeah, sure. Wow. So how many musicians, bands, artists?
This time we've got a full band, which is our headline act. They're called The Beautiful Ways. Mm-hmm. They are based in Bridge North. Before that, we have a solo artist, which is my good friend Davey Lewis, and also Shrewsbury-based Andy Mills. So there's 2 acoustic solo artists, followed by the big band, which encompasses drums, bass guitar, lead guitar, female and male vocalist, and harmonica.
Wow.
Oh, you've got to have a harmonica in there.
Yeah.
Yes, Robbie Cooper on the wailing harmonica.
I think harmonica's making a comeback anyway, I do.
I could rock the harmonica.
Yeah.
There are the days when I look like I should be rocking the harmonica, to be fair. When I come out and I'm not had a shave, or I'm just like, ugh.
I've recently started playing the ukulele.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I play guitar and drums and stuff like that and piano, so I thought I'm going to start the ukulele, why not? And then I had these done, and now I'm kind of like, I'm showing my nails. I've got these massive nails. Midlife crisis nails,
So
that's
you've
what
got
they
your
are.
own plectrums, haven't you?
Yeah, they're just naturally formed plectrums. It's fine, it's good.
Till one falls inside the ukulele.
Oh, don't talk about that. No.
We have a story about ukuleles as well. One of my friends, the musician, he started making them out of old oil cans.
Oh, wow.
So
I bet the sound's amazing on those.
He made an electric guitar out of an old oil can for our event 2 years ago, which sold really well in the auction.
I was going to say, something like that, people would want, wouldn't they?
A unique item, and the sound was fantastic.
And it's like a piece of art, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
I see like the proper big oil drums that people can, like the smaller ones.
Yeah, smaller drums. The ones...
Yeah. Was a little screw cap bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the screw cap would where the amplifier would plug in, and then he put all the strings, etc. on. Yeah.
Nice. Is he doing anything this time?
He's keeping me guessing.
I bet he is.
You'll know because I'll be at the front. I'll be like, where is it? I was
going to say, where is it? Will it be auctioned off?
Yeah.
Yes, of course it will.
As far as bands are concerned, is there one that's followed you all the way through since the beginning?
Yes, Davey Lewis.
Davey Lewis,
my very good friend. He's been at all of our events. He's got quite a big following in Shrewsbury now, just from him playing at our events. He's played a couple of places previously as well. He played up at the Beacon and the Bull in Butcher Row a few years back when he was on a tour that he started, which was called 52 Cities in 52 Weeks, where he travelled around Europe on his own, just gigging in various hostels and bars and pubs and clubs. And one of his stops was in Shrewsbury, which I kind of forced him into. But he came and played a couple of nights in Shrewsbury, and he's been at every event, and we're delighted he's coming back for our 5th event.
That's fantastic. What else was I going to say? So, highlights of what you've done. Is there anything that you can remember from that? So this is going to be the 5th show. When you straight away when you think about things, what's the thing? Say 3 things that you spring to mind that you've managed to gain for the auction, or things that have happened during the event, sort of highlights?
One of them is definitely the bidding war that went on for the Manchester United signed football we had a couple of years ago.
I bet.
There was people bidding against each other, and it turned out that they were actually related to each other, but they were in a different part of the room. So the price, I was happy the price was going up and up and up, and 2 people were bidding against each other. So that's...
Can you say how much it went for?
It went for over £250.
Wow.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. So we were delighted with that. That springs to mind. I think one of the other parts is just last year's event. We had the band for the first time, and just seeing everybody, the room was packed, and everybody was really up on their feet, dancing, having a fantastic time. The sound was great, and everyone was smiling and happy, and it made us feel very, very happy about what we were doing. And I think that the third one would be when I met Chris Ramsey and Carl Hutchinson, who is a comedian as well. Carl invited us backstage to his Shrewsbury gig last year when I went and met him, and he actually wore one of our charity T-shirts on stage in Theatre 7 that evening, and has been a good supporter of us since. And we're delighted sort of that the stars of this world, the celebrities, are backing our event in Shrewsbury.
That must make you glow inside.
Oh, it was brilliant. Yeah. We got invited backstage at Theatre 7, so knocking on the door, and got taken through, and everyone was looking, going, who's that guy going through there? And we had front row seats, and when he walked out wearing our T-shirt, I was very, very proud. It was a great moment.
Good, because... sorry, go on, Julie.
No, I was going to say... You go. It's in my head. It will come out again in a minute. Keep going.
I was just going to say, working hard on something like this, to have memories like that, make it worth it, I guess. And then there's the more money you've raised. I bet you've made a nice relationship with Lingen Davies now, you know.
Yes, definitely memories in terms of the event, but also the monetary value. We've made great contact at Lingen Davies. They're very grateful to what we do. We went to their awards evening last year, where because of their Ruby appeal, which is an appeal that they were doing to raise a certain amount of money, because we had raised, it was over £5,000 in the 2 years that they were doing that event. We got called up on stage to get presented with a Ruby badge, which was really nice. We had a thank you card, and also a Lingen Davies cupcake, which was very nice indeed.
Because we've had Natalie on the show.
Yes.
Because obviously she's the CEO, isn't she? And she's also a partner of Darren.
That's right, yes.
So that's how I know. I've just remembered my question. Do you have a Just Giving page as well?
We do, yes. justgiving.com/Chords Crush Cancer 5 is our Just Giving page.
Yeah.
So once you've reached your target, are you going to continue? What's your next?
The next step?
Yeah.
Yes. Potentially, yes. I think we would continue. We really want to hit
20,000, isn't it? Come on.
We really want to hit
go keep going.
10 grand target. It's just the time and effort you put into an event is time consuming alongside your day job. But I think we should keep going.
I think someone should snap you up, sir. I feel like as an event planner or something like that, you put a considerable amount of effort into this. If anybody's listening to this and wants to chuck some good money to a good person who can make events worth it, there's a guy right here.
Thank you very much. It's funny you should say that. The gentleman from the Shropshire magazine just said the same thing.
Yeah.
Well,
you never know.
I've tried to plan events and things like that before. It's not easy, and it doesn't always go to plan. And you seem to have got like a magic touch there. So
yeah, it's certainly not easy.
It's your calling. That's what that is.
I agree. It's not easy. The amount of sort of rejection you get from people as well, you really have to have tough skin.
You've got to be resilient, haven't you?
And
Definitely.
just brush it off. For every sort of 50 emails you send, you might get 1 or 2 yeses.
It's like a deck of cards, isn't it? Coming across the Joker now and again, isn't it? You can have all those great ones, but you have that one, isn't it? Yeah.
And when you do get the sort of yes reply and you get a fantastic prize, it really makes it worth it. And you're jumping around the house with delight the morning Chris Ramsey.
I think you just have motivation to keep going.
I was very excited.
On these sorts of things, though, that like, you know, you've got a set target, you'll have 10,000, your odds on you'll smash that. And it is a point of like, well, then, you know, do you keep going? And it might be that you do, but maybe not on the scale that you're doing, or it might be you get the opportunity to get involved in events a different way, and then, you know, you can carry on then doing it, but perhaps it's a different role. Home bargains. Well, he's not going.
Quite possibly we've thought about maybe a summer event or doing the event sort of every other year rather than every year. So, you know, we don't want to sort of annoy people by always being around every year and asking for donations and money. But so far, people have been great to us and really supportive.
I don't think you should worry about annoying people, because at the end of the day, you know, especially locally, Lingen Davies is, you know, it is a local charity that everyone knows really well. Lots of people support it in lots of different ways. And, you know, if you're approaching big companies and that for like items to auction off, you know, I've worked in the corporate world, believe you me, they always have a budget to give to charities and that. So I wouldn't ever worry about that at all. And
as well, like the whole point of me getting you on the show is to raise awareness for what you're doing to the Shrewsbury people, you know, because there's a huge pool of things that this town can bring to you for your event, you know, whether it's like Charlie Adlard, whether it's Greg Davis, whether it's some of the shops here that sell amazing things that I can give to you. The Monopoly, for example. You know?
That was a great addition. There's
no reason why you can't continue doing what you're doing and not have the resources to make it happen. I believe that anyway, because Shrewsbury is a rich town, and I don't mean that money-wise. I mean with how people are. You know, 'cause
there's more and more independence here, like a lot more independent stores, and I think people who are willing more to get involved. It was like even over Christmas, there was a lot of independent stores that got involved with the parking, so people could refund their parking, wasn't it? All those little things. Is that a lot of people are willing to help others.
But even visitors coming in, because I was working up at the gym bar yesterday, and 4 people came in from like over Sheffield way, and they couldn't believe, you know, they was only over here overnight, and I said, you definitely need to come back for a full weekend. And they said, we can't believe how friendly people are. You know, and they're from quite, obviously they're not from Sheffield, they're sort of more nearer Chesterfield, but they just said that the people that they come across just in like a afternoon here yesterday was like how amazingly friendly everyone in the town is. So
and I bet you found that. I bet you found that during your evenings. You know,
people are very welcoming, very friendly, and very generous as well.
But it's good for your artists, like you say. You know, you've got your local artists that are supporting you. Every time they appear, it's just getting them out there as well, isn't it? So I think they'd always be up for it.
Yes, definitely. A couple of the guys are in the band The Beautiful Ways, performed as Cooper and Davis, who they're two, a duo, so to speak, as well as being in the band. They performed with us, and they were spotted at one of our events, and then they played the Big Busk in Shrewsbury, and then they went on to get a spot at the O2 for the Country to Country Festival.
Wow.
So on one of the backstages there. And then after that, they got introduced on stage by Whispering Bob Harris himself. That was very, very good, and they were very excited about that.
Yeah, I bet they was.
He's a broadcasting genius, isn't he? So, things like that. The opportunities do come from,
of course they do.
Our events as well, which is great.
What's the feedback been like to people that follow what you do? Are people excited?
Yeah, people are looking forward to the next event. Comments that you get on our social media pages are always very positive. And when is it? What time does it start? Etc. Who's going to be performing? What are the prizes going to be? So people do get really excited about it, which is great because I'm the most excited person about our event. Without a doubt.
If you could guess at a number or a roundabout figure, how many sort of whether it's small or big prizes, how many do you have to put in the kitty?
We've got over 100 this year. Yes, we're splitting them between auction and raffle. Some of the raffle prizes could easily be in the auction. They're worth that amount of money. But some of them, we've got a sidekick event going on as well on the same night, Thursday the 6th. So we're going to be making a move into the quiz kind of market. We're teaming up with the Dolphin.
Been refurbed, hasn't it?
Shout out the Dolphin.
Is that where you're doing it?
Yeah, they've said that we can collaborate with their fortnightly quiz.
Yeah.
So entry fee will go to us, and we're providing first, second, and third prize, as well as doing a raffle. So some of our prizes will be going on that evening as well.
And it's a dog-friendly pub, so it's one of my favourites.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
And the big supporters of the biscuit as well. They're brilliant on Facebook.
We need to put a biscuit team in.
We've been saying that. We said that last
we
time,
need to do it.
Yeah.
We need to stop talking about it and do it. Yeah. And this is a good one to do it for.
Yeah.
So
Are
definitely.
you pub
we will not come first.
It doesn't matter. You just do it for a laugh, don't you? As long as you're getting the money and we're having a good night.
Excuse me. Deedee just said we won't come first. I mean...
Well, no, to be honest, saying that though, the last quiz I went to, I was forced to go on it because it was one that was based around baking. Obviously, we won it, because obviously I'm a baker, but the people hosting the quiz did not know I was a baker.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was fine though. It was only for a voucher. We enjoyed it. We had a laugh. We actually didn't think we were going to win because I had a bottle of wine before I went. I thought, this is it, we're gone. So don't trust me at a pub quiz.
But I've just thought what would be a really good coup for you, and I think there's still time, isn't there? What would be the ultimate ticket prize, probably from a lot of Salopians for the town.
That would be, yes. If a ticket to the Shrewsbury against Liverpool.
Shrewsbury Liverpool. If you can get one of those tickets from the club,
who knows?
you can imagine the bidding war on that one.
That would be quite crazy, wouldn't it?
Mind you, when is the match? I don't know.
I don't know if the date's been released yet, has it?
Sunday the 26th.
Oh, so there's time. There's time.
I believe.
It's doable.
It's doable, that is.
February.
Yeah, so there would be time.
Or is it January?
Oh, if it's January.
I don't know. I don't want to...
We'll all get involved and call them every single day until they give in.
We can ask Mike upstairs.
Well, we good idea. And we're striking up a relationship with Shrewsbury Town and the community as well, which might help. I can.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, it's helping the community. You know, it's definitely helping you.
Yeah, 100%.
And your cause, and also congratulations to Shrewsbury, by the way, for getting that. It's going to bring absolute pandemonium to the town for one night, but still Liverpool coming here to play football. So that's great. That's great. What I was going to say, you should also reach out to some of the music venues around here. Like Albert Shed, the
Bull is a massive one.
Yeah, Albert Shed, big shout out to them. Yes, the owner is supporting us again this year.
Cool.
Last year he supported us with a bucket collection on the door.
Oh wow!
Over a weekend when, funnily enough, the Beautiful Ways were playing there, and he generated £413 to our cause, which was fantastic. And he's supporting us again this year in both the Albert Shed in Shrewsbury and in Telford. Be a similar,
that's right.
Yeah, because we've got one there now.
Yeah, brand newly open.
Yeah.
So it'll be a similar thing where we ask for. We'll have a bucket on the door and any loose change.
We shouldn't just have a bucket. We should go to the butter market, go everywhere, get buckets everywhere. For you.
So thanks to Albert Shed for supporting us again. We hope that we'll get a similar amount of money from them.
Yeah, I reckon we will, especially from the two venues now.
Yeah. So we're delighted that they're helping us out.
You put one outside the poorhouse as well, because that's Albert's poorhouse now.
It is Albert's poorhouse.
Yeah, very true.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah, I would. Don't ask, don't get.
Have you had anything that's happened at your events that's made you go, oh, don't do that? Anything sort of bad that you've learned from?
Yeah, I think the first event, the raffle took too long. So people were waiting around between musical acts. So we've learnt our lesson from that, and it's more of a streamlined process these days, so that there isn't such a big break from one musical artist.
Well, I suppose, as you do more and more events, you get more the swing of it, how things go, isn't it?
Yeah, and we've also upped our game in terms of prizes. The quality of prizes at the first event, I don't think was as nowhere near as good as what we've got now. And when people see a list of our prizes, then it almost makes them want to buy some raffle tickets.
Yeah, it's like when you read them out before, it makes your they come on the podcast. It makes it sound rubbish now, doesn't it?
Well, you know what we could do is I was thinking about it as we were talking, and we could invite somebody big to come on the show, maybe, get Charlie Adlard on again and get them as a co-host just for the one day.
Yes, with Charlie Adlard.
Yeah,
that's a very good one.
That's a very good idea.
Get them on to meet a celebrity, I don't know, Greg Davies or something, and just have them be part of the Biscuit for a day. I think that's a really good idea.
That would be a great idea.
Might have to sack Shane for the night, just because we can share mics around.
Poor Shane. He needs a shame because he's the only one not here.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe we should draw straws, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe give it to me. You don't need me on the Biscuit. Of course you don't.
Don't give us ideas.
I want to help out, even if we come there and we just do a bit of comparing and we bring some microphones and speak to
it'd
people.
Be great to have a chat with some of the acts.
The acts, people that are taking part.
Some of the crowd, see what their reaction is. We've also, I haven't mentioned it yet, we've got Clive coming, who's a caricaturist. So he will be drawing cartoons on the evening for a small donation. He came to our third event and he went down so well. The queue was so big for him that I didn't even get mine done.
Is he one of those ones that exaggerate your worst features?
He can do
They're
that
the best
if you so wish. He's very, very talented. So he will be with us as well. So you can come along, listen to great music, win a prize, bid on an auction, and go away with a cartoon of yourself. What more could you want?
That sounds amazing. That sounds. What lessons have you learned from doing this then? From the beginning right to now. What are sort of the key things that you've learned about planning an event like this?
Definitely give yourself enough time. Is the first one. Sort of started planning the events earlier and earlier now. Make sure rejection doesn't put you off. So when
I think that's a big thing.
You're asking for prizes and you get no after no after no, you really have to have
who are these people saying no?
Thick skin and make sure that it doesn't get to you.
Yeah.
And you just need a positive outlook and you go again until you do get the prizes that you're looking for.
I think the problem is with some people, they have a charity that they give to that like their main focus. So when somebody else comes and they're like, we've got our pot of money and it goes to this certain person. Like McDonald's, for example, they'll have like...
They've got their charity they're loyal to, don't they, where all their extras go there.
A lot of companies do have their selected charity. And then a lot of places also have a budget. And if you're asking for a prize at the wrong time, when their budget has already been given out, then you get unlucky there. And others do it on an auction kind of basis. You put your email address in and your name and what your charity's about. A lot of the football clubs do it that way, like the likes of Manchester United, that we were lucky to get something off this year. They do it on a kind of an auction. Or pull the name out of the hat. Yeah. And,
what's their charity called again? They've got a charity, haven't they?
It's the Man United Foundation.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That's the charity for Manchester United, and that's who are supporting us. We haven't got the product yet, so I don't know what it is.
You've now got to go to the Shrewsbury Football Ground and be like, you know what, they've done this. What are you going to do?
But I'm going to try and sort you something out.
Yeah, Shrewsbury Town have been great every year so far. They've given us a signed shirt from all the players.
That's brilliant.
I've got this year one step further than that. The striker who was on loan in the season, we got to Wembley twice, Carlton Morris. Yeah. He has donated the shirt he actually wore at Wembley. In the final of the Checkatrade Trophy against Lincoln City. He signed posted it to me. It's in my house at the moment. And there's been a £60 bid for that already. So that's sure to make some money for us. And we're very grateful to Carlton.
That's really cool. Really good, that's really cool. Well, I've been trying to get Greg Davies on the show for a long time. And the first time I messaged him, his agent was kind of like, no.
But it's his hometown. Well, close to his hometown.
Yeah, but a bit of emotional blackmail. I could be like, Chords Crush Cancer. So
you're saying all this. Imagine if Greg listens to this. Imagine if Greg's mum listens to this.
She probably does. I love Greg. I mean, that's why I want to try and get him on the show. So if we can't do it normally, we'll do it with blackmail.
You will.
So maybe we can work together. But I feel like we could probably do something with the club as well. I don't know. I'm not promising anything.
I think if Greg Davies come on here, I'd just be speechless. I wouldn't know what to say to him. I've seen him before. I've seen him a couple of times when he's been over at 37 and everything like that. And I've seen him walking around. But I think sitting down talking to him, I think I'd just go like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I'd just fan it all out and just be like...
People like that, they take you by surprise because you think, oh my God, what am I going to say to him? It's like, I mean, it's a comparison of sorts, but we had Jim Hawkins come on the show from the BBC Shropshire. Yeah. And I was like stressing about it. I was like, oh my God, he's from the BBC, like, you know. And I was like, I'm not going to have enough to talk about. And he sat in front of the microphone in my kitchen table at my house and he just went bam. And I forget He's a radio host. Of course he knows how to talk.
They do this, isn't it?
Yeah. In terms of Greg Davies, I've met him before when he came into Toys R Us a few years ago. Really,
Really he used to go to TK Maxx, didn't he, with his mum? See, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Bumped into him in the old post office pub one night as well. He's a very nice chap indeed.
Well, Greg, if you're listening to us, go to the website, the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.co.uk. Drop us a message. Come on the show,
and he'll give you a free T-shirt as well.
Yeah, I'll give you a big hug. My hugs are legendary, so I'll give you a hug. I love what you're doing, sir.
Thank you.
I think you need more recognition than
I was about to say that you need the recognition. You really do.
I feel like they should make a plinth of you in the middle of the town square. I just feel like
next to Darwin.
Do you know what? If everybody that comes on our show, because a lot of people that come on our show are doing great things in the town, and that's what we like. Yeah. If they had my way, we just have plinths everywhere. But you do need that recognition, because what you're doing is you're bringing something really positive to the town for a good cause as well. Lingen Davies is special for Shrewsbury.
It's also the fact that you're doing it off your own back, and you didn't previous to this, you had no experience, I'm guessing.
No
and it's turned into something really, really amazing.
Thank you.
And I think, you do definitely need the recognition. Obviously, you're going on, like you're on here, you're getting more people recognising you for it. Yeah. And that's why I said the whole point of once you've reached your target, I really think it could carry on. I know it's obviously based on time, but I think more people get involved. It's like there's a lot of events that go around Shrewsbury, and they probably all started off very small, and then more people get involved. You get more people. It sounds horrible. You get more people below you who are doing your little jobs and everything like that. And I think it could become like an annual thing. Before you know it, you'll be in the quarry.
Yeah.
Taking over the quarry. Summer festival.
Yeah.
Kings of Leon turning up on stage.
I don't think it's been that far. You'll have me with my ukulele.
There we go. Support guest act number one.
Yeah.
Let's find those nails, though. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with nails. Make it work. Fashion comes first.
Do you feel like you've been spoilt for choice? Not spoilt for choice, but okay. For example, when I first started doing my other show, Thorskin, I started messaging celebrities to come on the show, and luckily enough, a couple of people said yes, and I was like, whoa. And we had, like, it doesn't mean anything to people that are outside the podcasting world, but we had Ralph Garman come on the show. He's one of the biggest podcasters on the planet, and we've had John Edney from OPM. People started saying yes, and now I can't seem to get anybody come on the show, so I'm kind of like, oh, it's like the rejection like you're talking about. Yeah. Is there a case of that sometimes when you've been out, 1 year you've been able to get these amazing things, and then the next year it's kind of like, I can't get anything. What's going on?
Last year was quite tricky to get the prizes we were getting. Year 3 was quite straightforward, really, and we got some big prizes there. Sort of this year, it's been relatively easy, so to speak. The big companies have said yes, and we're delighted with that. So long may it continue.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best. And listeners, it's on the 8th of February.
February the 8th, the Inn on the Green in Radbrook. Yeah. It's free entry, starts at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
We're going to be there. So if you see anybody from the Biscuit, Al's doing keto, so he drinks whiskey. So
going down this route again.
Oh, well, if you see me at the bar, I'll be wearing my Biscuit t-shirt. Just buy me a whiskey. Yeah, I'm just saying. I wish you all the best. This is going to be a crazy, crazy good event. I haven't been to one yet because I missed it last year because I can't remember. But
missed it.
Yeah. So I'm really, really excited. So you've got our backing, sir.
Thank you
have our sword.
Yeah. Thank you. We look forward to welcoming you to our event.
Thank you
for supporting us. Much appreciated.
We always end our show with one question that always throws people, but what does Shrewsbury mean to you, sir?
Everything.
Yeah?
That's a one-word answer. I'm very passionate about the town I grew up and live in currently. I think it's a wonderful place to live. Friendly people, lots of independence. It's unique, it's very quirky, and I think Shrewsbury is a fantastic place to live or visit.
And that's very poignant. I love that. And if there's anybody listening here, if Charlie Adlard's listening, or if there's somebody there that's got the ability to bring something big to Chords Crush Cancer, there's still time, right?
There is still time, yeah.
There's plenty of time. So if it's a doodle by somebody that's an artist around town, or something that is quite valuable that you don't mind sparing for this auction, this amazing auction, please get in touch with the guys at Chords Crush Cancer, because I think they would appreciate it so much. Make sure you guys go just go. Let's fill up the pub. It'd be great.
Brilliant.
Have you got anything to add, Deedee?
No, but wishing you the best of luck, and I'll definitely be there.
Thank you very much.
Supporting you all the way.
Brilliant. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Guys, that was a great interview. I loved it. Thank you very much for joining us. This episode has been brought to you by Gin Different, our sponsors. If you like your gin, or if you're on the fence, make sure you pop to their bar at the Market Hall in town. And those obscure bottles of gin that you can't get, they can get them for you too. Give them a follow on Instagram, Facebook. That's Gin Different. Also, before we sign off, I want you all to grab out your phones now, or if you're at your laptop, whatever it is, and type in www.theshrewsburybiscuitpodcast.co.uk. That's our website, and it looks great. Our audio is all on there, and that was brought to us by Web Orchard, our guys. You'll see their logo on our posters dotted all around the town, and yeah, that's great. I just run out of steam. There we go. Thank you very much.
It's the keto diet, that's what it is.
No, I'm full of energy today. Have you not seen me just sitting here vibrating like a molecule? That's kind of what I've been doing today. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace out, guys. Take it easy.